Boxing. About to hit you every weapon under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. No racist talk, no biased talk on this channel when it comes to boxing. Y'all know what time it is. We got to talk about Vasyl Lomachenko versus Richard Commey. As usual, I told y'all he was going to beat Richard Commey. Lomachenko, skill set, his style, his footwork beats a lot of fighters at 135. To me, Vasyl Lomachenko is the most dangerous fighter at 135. A lot of fighters are ducking Vasyl Lomachenko, but Vasyl Lomachenko is also ducking Devin Haney. I think that he needs to go fight Devin Haney if he really wants to prove that he wants to be undisputed, as he say he does. We all know that Vasyl Lomachenko emailed, as they say, Devin Haney a title. And that was due to the fact that he didn't want to fight him. But beyond Devin Haney, I think that Lomachenko is the most feared lightweight that's out there right now. And, going against Kambosos is not going to fight Lomachenko. The best move for Kambosos Jr. would be fighting Devin Haney, because Devin Haney gives him the undisputed matchup that he needs and is as necessary for his career. But as far as this tanking Kambosos Jr., unnecessary. Why would he fight Tank for a title that he already has? If he got the super title, then a WBA regular title don't mean shit. He better off going to fight who I just said, Kambosos Jr., who got all the belts. That way he could become undisputed. But Richard Commey, like I told y'all, I just watched the fight clip where he sounded like he wanted to cry. He was saying for Ghana, for the people he represent, and much respect to Richard Commey for coming out there giving us a hell of a performance. And I'm sure his people behind him, like you heard people yelling and crying, and not crying, but screaming in the arena, that they care for Richard Commey as well, So he didn't let nobody down. Thank you, Richard Commey, for a hell of a fight. But like I said, I knew Lomachenko was going to come out there and win this fight, just due to his skill set, his footwork, and his boxing ability. I told y'all Richard Commey is not a counterpuncher. You can't really beat Lomachenko without being a counterpuncher and having footwork. Or trying to prove to the public that you can outbox Lomachenko as the dumbest shit in the world. It's just like trying to prove you can outbox Floyd Mayweather, proving you can outbox Devin Haney. Or I can't say Terrence Crawford, even though he is an elite boxer, but his style is different. He's willing to take a punch to knock you out. So, Terrence Crawford is on another, he different than most skilled fighters. He willing to take a punch to knock you out. Most fighters don't want to get hit, which you're not supposed to get hit. It's hit and not get hit in the sport of boxing. But Terrence is willing to take a punch to KO you. But like I said, what's next for Vasyl Lomachenko? He could keep fighting Teofimo leftovers or anybody at 135 leftovers all he want. But at the end of the day, if he really want to go out there and prove that he's something special, go after Devin Haney, take his WBC title, or just fight him for his title, whether you win, lose, or draw. Then they'll show how great you is. Going around and dodging Devin Haney and fighting all these other opponents don't prove that you're great. You just went out there with Teofimo Lopez, you lost. You didn't even throw a punch for 6 rounds. So, still to this point today, I know a lot of Lomachenko fans, y'all still want to think he number one pound for pound. He is not. This is the same fighter that went out there. And like I said about the injuries, I don't give a fuck about no injuries. I'm tired of hearing this when you lose injury shit. And he one of them. You lose to Lopez Jr., now your shoulder injury, you showing hospital pictures, you laying in beds and shit. You didn't say nothing about an injury before you got in the ring. So to the Lomachenko fans, your boy still ain't pound for pound. Just because he going out here fighting leftovers of his past opponents don't mean he's special. Now, he is a talented fighter. He got a great skill set. But if he really want to prove to the world that he's something special, go fight Devin Haney. because you ran from Devin. You gave him the title that he has now. So if you really want to prove you great, go see Devin Haney. And then we'll see what Lomachenko really about. Until then, he could fight the fucking world. How you the best at 135, but you won't fight Devin Haney? And to be honest with you, y'all know how I feel about Devin Haney. I criticize him, I talk about him, but I never deny a man talent. He's very skillful, but at the same time, he is the most duck fighter at lightweight. And anybody who say that, you a lie. Everybody ducking. But hold on. I gotta tell the truth. Devin Haney also did duck Javier Fortuna. And Jojo Diaz had to go handle that, which he beat Jojo Diaz. I know y'all was going to get on here and say that. Devin Haney beat Jojo Diaz, but styles make fights. You can't say that Devin Haney would have beat Javier Fortuna, because it's different styles, different situations, what go on behind the scenes we don't know about, in training or whatever. But you can't say that Devin Haney can beat Javier Fortuna because he didn't give him an opportunity to fight him. And this was the guy who was calling him out, calling him email champions, disrespecting him and all. So even though he is being ducked, he has ducked. And that's just the truth of it. But let me see. Well, Richard Commey said he still want to come back and be two-time champion at lightweight, which I think he can do if he stay away from fighters like that with skill sets like that. But Richard Commey, like I said, he got good boxing ability. He don't use his feet that much. He a powerful fighter. But he just one-dimensional. He ain't no counter puncher. He a boxer slugger. Put it to you like that. He a boxer slugger. He ain't, Let me see. Commey should have never been in the ring with Lomachenko. It's sad to me watching him get beat up like that. From what I understand, somebody told me that Commey had another fight before he fought Lomachenko. So there's really no excuse. You had a step-up fight, which means it brought you back, and which I understand somebody said that he knocked out the guy. So if he knocked out the guy, if he lost to Lomachenko, it's just fair and square. He ain't got nothing to do with nothing else, He lost. But Richard is in his prime. It's not like Richard is an old fighter. He just going, you got to give him respect for fighting good competition, though. You go look at his resume and look who he lost to. He ain't lost to nobodies. He lost to Robert Easter Jr. Robert Easter Jr., we don't know where he at right now, but Robert Easter Jr. was a hell of a fighter. For the time that he was in there, but even though he lost to Mikey Garcia. One thing about Robert Easter can't adapt either. That's why he lose. That's why he lost, rather, to Mikey Garcia. He couldn't adapt in the ring. But he's still a good fighter, though. But he couldn't adapt. Mike Garcia, his skill set is he watch your head. Wherever you dodge a punch and your head land, he gonna start throwing punches right there. Adrian Broner caught on to that about the 7-6 round. It was kind of late, but Adrian Broner can adapt, and he caught on to it. Great fight by Vasyl and Commey. Conor Benn knocked out Chris Algieri in the 4th round. Conor Benn should be fight Broner next. First, before I talk about Conor Benn, and to my UK people who watch this channel, I'm not disrespecting Conor Benn, but it's some sugary shit going on in boxing. Why is Conor Benn sending a motherfucking ring with boxing gloves in front of his private area, butt naked in the ring? What type of photo is that for boxing? This some new flugazy shit going on where niggas is sitting up. Why would you take a picture in the ring butt naked with gloves in front of you? What is that gonna do for your legacy in the sport of boxing? Is that a picture that make other fighters not want to fight you? Is that some UK shit? If that's what boxers do in the UK, they get in the ring. They get in the ring butt ass naked and put gloves in front of them. That's what y'all do over there. Because that ain't no. See, I've been talking to y'all about this sweet shit going on about. They got boxing's best dress. You got Abner Mares with a 10-man hairstyle. His hair is platinum. You see what I'm saying? You got Errol Spence Jr. kissing yellow bees on the couch, blowing kisses at a man on the couch. What's some more gay shit we done seen in boxing? It's something else. I'm just forgetting it. I gotta bring it up. It was some more sugary shit I seen. But at the end, this is a manly sport. This is an alpha male sport. All this shit talking about some. I don't give a fuck who in Gucci, who dressed like what. I want to see somebody fight. I don't give a fuck about what you dressed in. Oh, Commey should have never been in the ring, got beat up like. Jerry, the real big baby Anderson, is the next big. I watched him in a clip. I think he is something special, though. I think he is. See, Chaston, that's that. Chaston, I thank you for the donation, but you sending them dollars, you making me feel cheap than a motherfucker. I'm just saying, I appreciate the donation, though, but come on, bro. It's kind of insulting. Just fucking with you, but it is kind of insulting. The vaccine's making these boxers do some crazy shit. It ain't the vaccine. You can't put see, that's just like in life. You can't put no vaccine on why these niggas taking pictures butt naked in rings. That's just something he wanted to do. It's still a process. I ain't gonna lie to you, Mikey. It's still a process, but I'm holding it down. Commey was bullied the whole fight. Also, I'll be glad when Tank fights somebody that can actually beat him up. Barrios was the closest to it, and still Tank Florida. Barrios was scouted for Tank. See, man, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Y'all see how I predict my fights, how I be right? Sometimes I don't be right all the time. I'm not gonna give in and say I be right all the time. But Floyd Mayweather has been fighting since he was a child. He can look at an opponent for Tank and no Tank can beat him. Barrios was scouted. He sold his belt. It don't matter because he was at 140. Just think, if I'm lying, just think about this. Why, if Tank's so special, why won't he fight a Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Cambosa Jr.? If he's so special, why he ain't even got a black fighter on his resume? What one black fighter has Tank fought? He's so special though. He ducked Tevin Farmer, who don't even have power like that. He just work. He good defensively. Duck Lomachenko, ducking Gary Russell Jr., ducking 135, ducking 130. What the fuck is Tank? People need to get off Tank nuts. Tank ain't did shit to be as great. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't fought nobody. I mean, Floyd is moving Tank. If I had a fighter, I would move him like Floyd moving Tank. You can't be mad at that. But at the same time, that illusion that's going on over there, and for the Tank fans that just thinking he running through goddamn great competition, y'all crazy as fuck, and you don't know shit about no fucking boxing. He ain't fighting nobody. This boy ain't got one black fight on his resume. One. Thank you, Cinema Group. What up, Chad? No, I'm just fucking with you, Chad. I'm just saying, you know how we do. I was just fucking with. Thank you for the donation, bro. Every dollar count. I don't give a fuck. Thank you. You ain't have to send that, so I thank you for that. I was just fucking with you. Floyd want to keep him undefeated. That's the whole game plan, as far as I'm concerned. Notice how irritated Floyd get whenever somebody say Garcia ain't a name. He gets irritated because he know that's the fights that we want. And the more we talk about the fight, the more it embarrasses him because he can't keep lying. That's why he hate to hear it mentioned. He keep talking about Canelo. Canelo ain't nowhere around that shit. Why you keep talking about him? Y'all know. I respect Floyd. I think Floyd is the best fighter ever, but I don't kiss nobody's ass and don't nobody send me no paycheck. You good, man? Oh, that's what it was. I ain't know. I wasn't like, what it was? Keith Thurman. And yeah, somebody sent me a message about that. And the fucked up part about that is Keith Thurman gonna get evaluated off how he beat Barrios. If he don't do a better job than Tank, Keith Thurman ain't gonna consider to be shit. That's why I wouldn't have picked Barrios. That's why I don't like the fight. Now, if he don't go out there and knock out Barrios quicker than Tank did, people gonna say, oh, Tank can beat Keith Thurman. And y'all gotta be out your motherfucking mind, because when Keith Thurman said, send me the contract and I'll fight Tank, you didn't hear no more about no damn Tank and Keith Thurman. Hold up. Do you think Loma got the best footwork in boxing? Yeah. Yes. Yes, I do. I mean, I do. Nonito did not land an awesome body shot. Knockout at 30. Let me say this about Nonito Donaire. I love Nonito Donaire. He's a fighter that makes you love boxing. He ducks nobody. He fights everybody. At 39 years old, he's still out there. He a warrior. I love Nonito. Respect to Nonito Donaire. If you don't love Nonito, then you don't love boxing. This man is past his prime fighting hell of a fighters. He a G, straight up G, gangster. His fighters who 25 won't fight the fighter. Tanks out here won't fight the fighters that we want to see. And this man 39 years old out there fighting tough competition and still winning. So hats off to Nonito. Yes, God bless Nonito there. But Lomachenko, I don't see what the hype. I mean, he's a skillful fighter. Don't get me wrong. He can beat a lot of fighters, but this all you gotta do to beat Lomachenko. First of all, you at 135. You are the bigger fighter. Why in the fuck are y'all boxing with him? Y'all hit the like button. I got 16 people on and got 16 likes. Please hit the like button. If you a bigger fighter, what the fuck are you out there doing trying to box with him? I'll be grabbing Lomachenko ass, slamming him around the ring, elbowing that bitch, punching him. I do everything I can to beat Lomachenko. How the fuck you a bigger fighter and you going out there losing to a former 126 fucking pounder? That's embarrassing, and ain't no way fucking way. I tell Lomachenko, bitch, I'm gonna beat your little ass up. Ain't no way in hell you finna come beat me, your little body ass. And they out there throwing jabs and playing. Man, I'll go out there and knock Lomachenko little ass out. I ain't saying I could actually do it because he's a fighter, he's skilled, but I'm just saying, if I was skilled too, I would not go out there and box his ass. I would elbow that bitch, knee on, man, I would hurt the fuck out of him. The fuck I'm finna let your little ass come beat me. Hell no, Terrence Crawford has. Now, I ain't gonna say Terrence Crawford got no best footwork in boxing. And y'all know I support the fuck out of Terrence Crawford. And it's only because he needs to get his just due. But he ain't got the best footwork in boxing. Nah. If you say, come on, man, how you gonna say Vasyl Lomachenko ain't got the best footwork? I'm just being real. I don't like Vasyl Lomachenko. I don't like him like that. But I just got to be honest. He got the best footwork. He got the best footwork. You can't deny that shit. Got to pull Salido. You got to fight him. You can't be out there trying to box with no damn Lomachenko. That's like boxing Floyd Mayweather. You seen what he did to young motherfuckers, old mother. You ain't finna beat him. You gotta hurt him. Bud is cold, but the best footwork, nah. And to be honest, I wasn't a Bud believer, but to stop Porter was cold. I hate to see Spence and Ugas or Spence and Bud. Spence ain't gonna fight Bud. Y'all, come on now. What else? I hate to even talk about the Spence and Bud fight. That shit irritates me. Because it's still people sitting up here acting like Bud ducking the shit. Spence don't want to fight Bud. Bud has annihilated every fighter that Spence has went against. And y'all think he ducking? You know, but common sense ain't given to everybody. So, you know, some people just too much of fans and just don't want to believe shit. But I'm not a hater of Errol Spence. He don't want to fight. That's just what it is. He don't want to fight him. I know some would disagree, but I've been saying from day one, I can't say it no more. You know, I don't know. I think it's because Vasyl turns the tempo very high that makes his opponents get tired quick. It's also the tempo, the aggressiveness of him, but he always keep a punch in their face. You know, I think that's the hardest thing, even though I never boxed. You know, I think fighting somebody that always throwing a punch at you I think it fucks up your rhythm, and you won't be able to adapt quickly. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, if you fight somebody and every time you look up, they got a punch in your face, like, how the fuck what you gonna do? Like, you know, like, it's hard to defend and land a punch when a motherfucker, every time you look, he got a jab or, come on, man. And I think that's what offset a lot of his opponents. Because he keeps some in your face. I know some, Mike, you know, you on this, I know some would disagree shit. I know some would disagree, but I think Canelo would never fight two guys unless they think they look vulnerable in future fight. Canelo don't fight fighters with power. Canelo don't fight fighters with power. He don't give a fuck about nothing else. He'll fight you with a loss or win. If you ain't got that much power, he'll fight you. That's why he don't want to fight Triple G. That's why he don't want to fight Charlo. That's why he don't want to fight David Benavidez, because they got power. It's not about whatever other shit people think it is. It's about power. I don't know why people think Canelo is so fucking raw. He got skill set. He got head movement now. He can cut off a ring well, but no, Canelo ain't the whole thing. He ain't. He's not. Now, skill set wise, I think he will beat Charlo, but the stamina of Charlo and the power of Charlo, I think in the later rounds he'll knock Canelo Alvarez out. I'm gonna say that again for the Canelo fans that be on here kissing ass. I think that Canelo Alvarez can beat Charlo through his skill set because he has a better skill set than Charlo. But due to the stamina of them Charlo brothers, they don't stop, they don't quit. And Jamal got that power. I think in the later rounds, Charlo will knock Canelo ass out. That's what I think. That's what I think. Now, Andrade, which is one of my favorite fighters, I'm a little worried about because he's chinny. And Andrade don't have that much pop. But I love Demetrius Andrade. I like his, you know what I'm saying? He got good demeanor to him. I like guys like that, like Sean Porter. But I think that, you know what I'm saying, that chin might be a little shaky fucking with him. You think Jermell Charlo and Castino gonna run it back? Honestly, I don't see it. It shouldn't be no run back because his ass lost the first time. It shouldn't be a run back. He lost the first time. But if it do, you know, I hope the best for him, you know what I'm saying, both fighters. Shout out to Jermell, shout out to Castano, but it shouldn't have been no damn rematch in the first fucking place. Canelo trainer said Canelo walks around at 190. So when people say he's too small for Benavidez, I laugh. That's the dumbest shit in the world. This the same dude just went up to 175 and fought Kovalev, and Kovalev done killed the man in the ring before. But David Benavidez is too big. That's some, there's some shit ain't worth talking about. Jamel always be hating and jealous of Jamal for some reason. I can't really say nothing about that. I don't know who jealous or who don't. They brothers. I don't know, but I can't say who jealous of who. But I will say this. From what I see, Jamel is very business minded outside of boxing. A lot of people don't know a lot of shit that Jamel Charlo do outside of boxing as far as business. Jamel Charlo probably could stop boxing right now. He ain't got to box no more. He's straight. He making good business decisions with his money. Y'all need to check Charlo out. Now, I talk shit about the Charlos too. Cubs only. But I don't deny no man's skill or talent or what they doing. He's a very smart businessman in handling his business. If you see what Jamel is doing, shout out to Jamel. But when it comes to boxing, you really can't say nothing about it because he's fighting who he's supposed to fight. So you really can't talk about him besides their attitude, that street nigga shit. All they trying to act like you from the street. Cut that shit out. You ain't from no fucking street. But when it comes to boxing, you can't say really much about Jamel. You know what I'm saying? He fighting who he's supposed to fight. But and even outside, because like I said, he a hell of a businessman outside of boxing. That's between you and Val. I ain't got nothing. Val, y'all, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Well, like I said before, please hit the like button. If you want to donate to the channel, go to Cash App, go to PayPal. Y'all know where to go. It's connected to the channel. Yeah, like I said, that's between brothers. I don't know who jealous of who. I don't understand how anybody could be jealous of anybody. We all gonna go in the same ground. So I don't give a fuck how fabulous or what life you live. I don't give a fuck if you lived in the French Riviera for 18 fucking years. When your ass die, you gonna go in the same hole. You can do, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But But if Vasyl Lomachenko don't fight Devin Haney next, which I think that should be his next fight if he really want to prove he great, he can go and fight Teofimo Lopez, since Teofimo Lopez just came off a loss, and then that could settle the issue of who really won that fight the first time. That's another fight we could see with Vasyl Lomachenko. Those are brothers that act like brothers, ups and downs and etc. No, because I hope me and my brother would never act like that if we was rich. That ain't no, everybody, it just because a camera in front of you, everybody ain't got to know your business. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got to know your business because of the camera in front of you. Whatever go on between me and my brother fucking business. I wouldn't answer a question talking about what's going on between me and my brother. It ain't none of your fucking business. Ask me about a fight. Me and my brother business ain't yours. I mean, they twins. They gonna always be close. But I would never answer a question that they come ask me, what's you and your brother's situation? We box. That's what we do. What else do you want to know? You a fucking counselor or some shit you gonna help us out? No, I wouldn't tell you shit about me and my brother's situation. Tim Bradley said he want Tank versus Loma for what? So Tank could get his ass whooped? Tank will lose to Lomachenko. I hope y'all know that. I'm hating too. I'm hating that. He will lose to Lomachenko. Two southpaws. Come on now. Tank will lose to Lomachenko. That would be a horrible fight for Tank. They already know that. Tank's supposed to fight Lomachenko 3 years ago. $3 years ago. So, ain't nothing to talk about with that shit. Like I said, when we talk about lightweight division, we gonna start leaving Tank out of the lightweight division because there's no point in even talking about Tank in the lightweight division because Mayweather Promotions gonna do like they said what they want to do. So when we talk about fights at 135, leave Tank the fuck out of it because there's no reason to even mention his name. Next, Lomachenko don't deserve the Kambosos fight. He has nothing to gain. Kambosos has nothing to gain from Lomachenko. Why the fuck would he fight Lomachenko? Fuck Lomachenko. He need to fight Devin Haney. That's the legacy fight. That's undisputed. Not Lomachenko. Tim said Shakur would beat Loma. Oh, Shakur Stevens will beat the shit out of Lomachenko. He would beat the fuck out of Lomachenko like I just said. Floyd used to threaten Tank with the Loma fight. I keep telling y'all, Tank is not a confident fighter. He a hell of a fighter, but he ain't confident even in himself. What fighter would say they set me up to fight a champion? If the word set up mean somebody doing something that you don't want to do or putting you in a position that you don't want to be in. So evidently, if you fought Pedraza, you was telling Floyd that you didn't want to fight him because you didn't believe you could beat Pedraza. So what make y'all think his confidence is high enough to beat fucking Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Vasyl Lomachenko, Gary Russell Jr.? It ain't got nothing to do with Floyd and them. Floyd and them know what Tank can and can't do. Floyd been boxing since he was goddamn 6 months. Sell me your channel. Man, come on, bro. Barnyard, you know what? I'm finna get on your ass. Since you always talking about this sell me your channel shit. You ain't never sent me a donation at one motherfucking time. You know that? But you get on here all the time talking about this. If you got money like that, send me a fucking donation to Cash App right now. You know, fuck that laughing shit. Ain't nothing funny. Y'all be getting on here with that bullshit talking about sell people your channels and shit, nigga. I ain't on this motherfucker giggling all motherfucking day. If you gonna send something, send it. All that goddamn stunning shit. I don't like that shit. If you gonna send some Cash App at the channel, I ain't buying y'all. What's your name? Send one now so I know what your name is. Y'all get on here. I hate when y'all get on here with that shit, bro. Y'all get on. I just bet it $5,000 or $100. I don't give a fuck. You ain't send me shit. I had a nigga on here told me if I predicted the Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter fight, he was gonna send me $100, Mr. Gumbo. And I ain't mad at you, Mr. Gumbo. We all go through shit. But don't be getting on my channel with that stun shit, though. I don't like that shit. That shit make me mad as hell. Who the fuck? I ain't no female. You ain't making my pussy wet. The fuck you telling me about how much money you don't want? Y'all kill me, but don't do that shit, bro. I ain't never seen no Allen Cash. I ain't seen that, bro. I'm just being real with you. You got all this money, donate then. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that, man. This shit get on my nerve, man. Nigga be wanting attention and shit. I'm talking every time I turn around, I'm like, oh, I won $1,000. Thank you for the prediction. I'm gonna send you $100. I ain't got that $100 yet. Stop doing that, man. We just on here talking, bro. Ain't no females really on here. All right, I'm gonna check it. Back to the program. What we was talking about boxing. Shit. Shit. All right, y'all. Come on, y'all talk to me about something. I got thrown off. I really can't think right now. I got frustrated with that shit. No, I apologize, but I don't be liking all that. Men be wanting too much attention now. They stop all that shit, man. All right, where's it? And this is the thing about Lomachenko. I gotta say this. I mean, besides George Kambosos, Even look at it like this. Even if he fought Kambosos, right? Let's say Lomachenko fought Kambosos, beat Kambosos and got the belts back. Devin Haney still got the real belt. So y'all think he gonna fight somebody who he gave a belt to because he didn't want to fight him? Lomachenko is a hold up in the division. He a hell of a fighter. He won a night, but he a hold up because all roads lead to Devin Haney. At the end of the day, at 135, that's all it is. All roads lead to Devin Haney. And if you don't want to fight Devin Haney, stop talking this motherfucking undisputed shit because you're gonna have to see him. You can go and beat Kambosos tomorrow and get them 3 belts. You got one more you got to get, and Devin got it. And it's the same nigga that you gave your belt to. So you ain't gonna fight shit. Lomachenko is an Errol Spence of 147 with a better resume. Ain't finna do shit. Ain't finna throw rice at a Chinese wedding. He ain't do a motherfucking thing. Everybody. Stevenson would beat Haney. People don't believe that, but they sparred years ago when they was teenagers, and Shakur Stevenson got the better of Devin Haney. And people gonna try to counter that with the fact that, oh, Devin Haney trained with Floyd Mayweather Sr. Yeah, that's where you get that skill set from. But Shakur Stevenson already had more skill set than Devin Haney, and he over there sparring Bud, the top pound for pound fighter in the world. Still sharp and still. So who you think gonna be better when they meet up in the future? Devin Haney gonna get his ass whooped by Shakur Stevens because he whooped him years ago. So, but now, yeah, Shakur schooled him. I was debating with this clown who think that Willie Pep is a greater defensive fighter than Floyd Mayweather Jr. If Willie Pep ain't undefeated, he ain't. See, common sense. How can you deny that? I don't give a fuck how many fights Willie Pep fought or who he fought. Floyd 50-0, best defensive fighter of our era. Willie Pep, whatever. If he lost, you won that defensive. Common fucking sense. Ring, 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 ring. Ding, 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 ding. If Floyd never lost and he was nominated, given the title of the best defensive fighter of our era, how the fuck is Willie Pep better than him and he lost? It don't even make fucking sense. Gary Russell Jr. will lose to Shakur Stevenson. Do you hear Gary Russell Jr. even meant when he talking all that shit about he can't find no fights? Do he call out Shakur Stevenson? Hell, motherfucking Shakur Stevenson will mop his ass. I'm telling you. Shakur gonna be the next Floyd Mayweather. Watch what I tell you. When you go to 135, you're gonna see everybody leave talking about they getting too big for the weight class. He gonna have all them running from him. Floyd isn't the best defensive fighter. Floyd isn't the best defensive fighter. He's the most defensive fighter. Floyd was getting hit plenty in his prime. Who the fuck was hitting prime? Come on. Who was in Floyd in his prime? Who was in Floyd? Corley shook him up. Mosley shook him up. Zab Judah knocked him down, which they didn't count. Zab Judah knocked him down, which they didn't count. Man, come on with that bullshit. Corley, for one, I just said that. And you got to realize this is a sport of boxing. You going to get punched, right? One time if going 12 rounds. One time going 12 rounds. Yeah, you going to get punched in your face. It's boxing. It ain't goddamn tennis. That's some crazy shit. I don't be understanding how Castillo, y'all still saying Floyd lost to Castillo. God damn. I can understand hating a motherfucker, but to lie and hate on a motherfucker to make you feel better is some total different shit. You know what I'm saying? To make yourself believe something just so you can hate a motherfucker is crazy. Because y'all know good and goddamn well Castillo didn't fucking beat him. And y'all keep saying that shit. I think Loma deep down had compassion for the guy he fought tonight. He did. Who couldn't have compassion for a man that's sitting up there crying because he feel like he let his country down? You know what type of man that is? That's an unselfish, real ass dude. He ain't worried about him losing. He said he crying because he said I let my country down. See, most fuck niggas and niggas who don't understand that wouldn't understand that. He ain't say no, I'm crying because me. He said because I let other people down. That's a real motherfucking man. How could you not respect that? But you know, different times, different eras. Y'all wouldn't. Half of these niggas wouldn't understand that. I respect him to the fullest. He didn't say, "Oh, I lost." He didn't cry because he lost. He said, "I let my people down." So fuck what anybody got to say about Commey. I respect it, and keep doing what you're doing, brother, and keep shining. That's some ignorant shit. He said he let a whole group of people down. Yeah, he a good man, bro. He a good man. You know, people don't understand the hearts of men. You know, you got to sit around people, observe them, and you know, to understand the hearts of a man. You know, all that fake shit and all that tough guy shit, you gonna see who tough when shit go down. Everybody tough when they talking. Crawford, my favorite fighter, but Floyd, the better all-around defensive fighter. Of course, Loma had big respect for Commey. God bless Commey, good man. Loma was injured going to the TO fight. He had zero footwork. I don't give a fuck if he was injured or not. He lost. See, that's what the problem is with this new era shit of boxing. Every time they lose, somebody got a fucking excuse. You ain't used to hear that in the 80s and 90s. When Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas, you didn't hear Mike Tyson say, I had a motherfucking headache and I ain't eat. You didn't hear no shit like that. Now every time they lose, oh, you know, I had a COVID, I had a stomach virus, and shut the fuck up. Because you weren't saying that when you was out there talking about how you was going to knock this man out. I don't want that. I mean, kiss my ass with that. I don't want to hear that. The excuses, I mean, come on, man. When they training, they had the best camp. They gonna go out here, they gonna knock his head off, and then when they lose, oh, I had a shoulder injury. My wife made me mad. I couldn't think. So get the fuck, shut up. You lost. Y'all got to stop that. See, that's what be fucking up. That's why we can't get the fights we want to see now, because we got casual ass fans out here. Don't know shit about the sport. You kissing ass because you want to meet somebody. Get the fuck out of here. Devin versus Ryan, Tank versus Ryan. Which one? Which one y'all rather pay? I want to see Tank versus Ryan first, so I can see Tank get his ass beat up. Kenny Porter said Sean had a corn. Oh, goddamn. He did. He had a corn on his toe. Well, you know what I'm saying? Terrence popped that motherfucker for him. Ryan Garcia be calling everybody out, but not fighting nobody. The greatest YouTube boss are you damn right. He's the real email champion. With his fake Instagram subscribers and Twitter having ass. We need Tank versus Garcia. Ryan been talking. Fuck. Ryan just doing what Ryan does. Y'all donate to the channel, go to Cash App, go to PayPal, show your boy some love. Go to pay, you know, do what y'all supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But y'all been on 44 minutes. It's time for me to get off. You know, I had some subscribers. Let me tell you to these subscribers, they left today too. I had like 6 more new subscribers and they left me. I just want to tell y'all, I got a motherfucking life too. I don't have to just sit up and post boxing videos all motherfucking day. And, I have a life too. You don't have to leave because I'm not posting when you want to. You missing good content. You trust me. But I don't make video. I have a life too. I go through shit too. So I don't make videos every hour. I'm not blue blood and none of them niggas. So stay tuned and give me a chance to make a video before you leave. Ever thought of being a boxing coach? I wish I had enough money. I wish I could own my own gym. So just because I know what boxing can do, the discipline of it, and bringing young kids off the street, giving them something to look forward to. I don't want to do it just to be a boxing coach. That's the main reason I want to do it. But from what I know and from the stuff I've seen, I think I'll be a good boxing coach. But I wouldn't open a gym unless I had a real fighter who actually fought beside me. Because how can I teach somebody something I never did? And I don't want nobody to give me their child and put their child's life in my hand and I ain't never really did. That's a dangerous sport. You know how motherfuckers be faking like they know karate and having dojos and shit. You get somebody killed doing that shit. And that's too dangerous. I wouldn't want to do that. If I could find somebody who actually fought before with credentials, and I'll open one. I'll just give my point of view, but he really gonna be the trainer because he actually been in there. I could never get up there and just, come on, let me show you this, and get somebody's child knocked the fuck out of him. He's a low down motherfucker. He do some shit like that. I could be all that, I like to do anything that involves it. I love to do that. But y'all, it's time for me to get off. Shit, I got life too. I gotta go, Miss Ho. Thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. Y'all know I just be talking shit. I done had a good day today. You know what I'm saying? I'm celebrating my baby birthday. And I just thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. Y'all stay tuned. As usual, I'm gonna keep the videos coming. Ain't really much to talk about this fight. So y'all show your love, hit the like button, donate to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Also comment. I appreciate the comments every now and then. I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna be safe, and y'all too as well. Enjoy the weekend with y'all loved ones. This Easy Work Boxing. I'm out. Thank y'all.